Hey, it's Mike from Apollo, and we're going deeper still into the world and the universe of customers. And we've done a market analysis, we've done a segmentation analysis, and there's another thing you need to do. You need to define your ideal customer profile, ICP. Really powerful way to get connected to your customer. We're going to do exactly that, and we're going to have a great report here that talks not only about the type of firm but all the technology and all the other things you need to know, but I'll get into that in a second. We're going to base it off our friends at Campfire again, so they're getting lots of free strategy from me. But let's first talk about like ideal customer profile. What's the value of this? Well, it helps us focus. There's nothing better than not only rank ordering and scoring all the different characteristics to figure out like who's the best absolute fit, because when they come along you can tick those boxes and then you can work out, oh, this is like a high fit prospect, maybe we're not a good fit for them. So that focus is really good. It does boost your sales velocity because you're going in, you're really looking and searching for the right people. Of course, you get close to the customer, more lifetime value, but it also becomes a story you can tell to non-marketing people, so the whole company knows who we're talking about when we say the customer. Sometimes that's a bit abstract. Hopefully what this tool will do, it's a free GPT, link in description. It's called the Ideal Customer Profile. It will transform your market segmentation into a rich customer profile. So let's go back to Campfire. AI-powered ERP, cleans up the general ledger, some automation happening, lots of good things happening there. And what we've done is we've actually got an ICP snapshot from my tool, and you can get one in literally in less than 5 minutes. And what you'll see here, it's pretty crazy good. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice here, particularly if you've watched the last videos, segment A, segment B only. In fact, we found 5 segments which are really interesting for Campfire. But in this case, we're just focusing on the 2 that are the highest proximity, the highest opportunity, the greatest potential for them. It's in the US, it's mid-market, SaaS and FinTech. So you see we've got digital first scale-ups and cloud modernizers. This is very, very interesting. So let's get into it. When you do an ICP, you start to weight the firmographics from your segmentation. What do I mean by that? You're saying a firmographic is a company size. Where is the location? What growth stage are that? These are all things that, a bit like demographics for humans, is the firmographics. Okay, so you get annual revenue. All of these things are great clues, but also if you've got growth marketing DNA, you'll notice that all of these you could, for example, use in a search query, in a filter to build a list in Clay, for example. Okay, but this is only one of 5. So there's firmographics. Next one is your technographics. So this is really good because if you know they're using Sage Intacct, well, they are a great prospect for Campfire. So these are the sort of technology graphics that give you a clue to a good customer. Adjacency tools, AI readiness, and you'll see some mentions here of Azure, Google Cloud. These are invaluable hints at where a good customer might be. Their intent, a great one there is search. That's a really clear statement of intent. All sorts of vectors here. You can also see like a needs, like on automation, compliance, accuracy and forecasting. These are all things that are gonna, if they're ticking all those boxes, holy smoke, you've got a great prospect. And then there's a relationship fit. This is where you can look in your LinkedIn, see if you connect with them, whether you have some prior school or professional connections. These are great ways to connect. So that can also be weighting. If it's a very unknown relationship market, it weights it down. Hey, we just don't know anybody, right? Okay, so then you actually look at those, you weight, you score. This gives you a total threshold for a sales qualified lead, 70 out of 100, time to disco. So now that you've got that, what do they look like? They look like Sophie. She's the CFO of a SaaS scale-up. So you get this picture, you see her goals, you see her whole profile. This is invaluable stuff. But this is just one persona. The tool creates markers. And it creates AVA as well. So as you can see here, you've now got this really picture of your customer. You score them, you weigh it all up, and you're able to say, hey, if we've got a SaaS scale up that's using NetSuite, this is beautiful. And I can tell you that a lot of companies never even get to this level of specificity about their customer. If you use my tool, within 5 minutes, you can have a report like this, and you can get laser focused on growing your business and helping your clients too. Okay, that's it for now.